Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Interviewed. My name is Coffee Iman, and I have Miss Nikki B with me today. She is going to give us some sunshine. She's already shining and glowing over there. So, for those who seem to not be on the internet or in tune, can you tell them who you are a little bit?
Yes, well, thanks for the introduction. I am a ray of sunshine, a ray of positivity and abundance and all that good stuff. My name is Nikki Burnett, better known as Nikki B. I am a Chicago native and currently living on the West Coast. I am a serial entrepreneur, a basketball mom, a brand influencer, and a real estate serial entrepreneur. I am preparing for the launch of my ebook, which is named the Airbnb Playbook. And we're here to discuss all of the amazing things that's going on in the real estate industry, short term rentals mainly, and how to elaborate on how I can help people get involved, get in the business, and start making six figures.
Okay, sounds great to me. With wearing so many hats, as you so kindly explained, how do you, or which title do you enjoy the most and why?
Um, I'm probably going to go with serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
Um, Besides real estate, I've tapped into the e-commerce business. I've tapped into the event space world. So I've done a lot. But my proudest accomplishment is probably being a basketball mom. You know,
Okay.
my son is at the University of Alabama. He is an NBA prospect, gold medalist, McDonald's
Mm.
All-American. So that's probably my proudest title. But I'm a hustler from Chicago. You have to hustle. You got
Right.
to make something out of nothing. So I mean, as far as the titles, mom first and businesswoman second.
Now, being a female taking it over or making a grand takeover, what challenges do you face being a serial entrepreneur?
Well, not a lot of men will try to take you seriously.
Hmm.
So to give you an example, when I first got my real estate license in 2005, remember back in the day when you had a business card, you
Hmm.
had your picture on it, right?
Right, right.
And we do know that the nicer you look, the way you carry yourself, it does draw business. Well,
Hmm.
for me, I saw that a lot of people were just trying to call me based off my looks. And again, being from Chicago, the South Side, it didn't hurt for me to tell people this is not that. So a lot of challenges I faced was, men not taking me serious or trying to see how far that they could go. But, I stopped them in their tracks. And, sexism still exists. So as women,
Yes.
we have to, when we see the signs, when we kind of get that energy that this guy is not serious or he's trying to see, if he can take it to the next level, whatever it is, you have to block it and stop it immediately and let them know this is business and business only.
So, right, it's a perfect example of how we kind of battle in any industry. Even when it's male dominated, it's like, why are we still in competition instead of helping each other grow? But
Yeah.
when did you decide to pivot to do real estate? Because you were already doing a lot. So, how did real estate fall on your plate?
So 2005, I decided to get my real estate license because my husband and I was flipping properties. And
Okay.
every time we would go to the closing, I would look at the HUD one, the settlement statement, and see how much money the realtor was making. And I was in my early 20s at that age, at that time, and I was young and was still trying to figure out my way. And I was like, look, I'm not going to leave no money on the table. Let me go ahead and get my license, and we'll make the money on both ends. So, got my real estate license and hit the ground running. I've done everything from luxury rentals to commercial, single family, first time home buyers. And recently in 2019 is when a light bulb went off. I read this one book and I learned about rental arbitrage, which is
Okay.
short term rentals, how you can obtain Airbnb properties without owning real estate. And I literally decided right then and there I was going to get into this business and go head first. And I've been doing that ever since, which is why now I am teaching others, how to get into the business, how profitable and fun it could be,
Okay.
how you can use your properties as like a vacation home.
A lot of people think it's easy because they say, oh, it's just selling houses. But what is the most challenging part, or what should they take in consideration before they jump into real estate?
Nothing is easy about real estate. Let's be clear.
Right.
From the time you're paying to get your license, from the time you're taking the class, you
Okay.
have to study, you have to be disciplined, you have to be all in. I'm currently in Vegas and I am doing my online course for my Nevada license. And it's like I'm relearning everything that I had to learn in Illinois. So it's not easy. You got to be disciplined, you got to have a budget, you have to market yourself. And then you have to really like ask for the business. Some people have a problem with that. You have to let people know that, yes, I am selling real estate. That's on the realtor side.
Got it. Okay.
So that again, it's not an easy thing. And then when you get into the Airbnb and VRBO properties, it's not easy, but it's not hard either. So you have to learn from a trusted professional that has done it, that has made the mistakes, that's learned what to do and what not to do. So you got to have, some focus. You got to have some money.
Yeah.
You got to have some discipline to like really commit to doing it and learning everything you need to learn to be successful.
Now, how did that change your perception of the business from going to someone who just flip houses to actually being the realtor?
Being a realtor is like a real job. So yeah, and I'm an entrepreneur, right? Like I don't have time
So is
to.
it too many hours? Is it? Yeah.
I'm not gonna say too many hours, but I've had certain situations where I've showed a person or even a couple 15 houses and they still couldn't decide.
Oh, yeah.
Or I've showed a person 20 houses and then they finally made a decision. But I had to really work months for that,
Mhm.
5% commission. So for me now, being an entrepreneur, being a basketball mom, I'm always traveling. I'm going to the games. I'm
Okay.
I'm vacationing. So I can personally be ready for you, Coffee, when you say you coming in town on Saturday. I might be in San Diego somewhere. So
Right.
being a realtor, you have to make sure that that's what you really want to do because now you are on borrowed time and you are on your
Okay.
clients.
Okay. So I know being an entrepreneur to me is fun
Yeah.
because this is the part where you're doing something you love all day, every day. So time just gets away from you. But how do you make time for yourself? Because you just named like 5 different things that you're doing within a day. Your 24 hours is gone. So how do you make time just for you? And what do you enjoy doing?
So I live by a schedule
Okay.
and I try to schedule my day as if I had a 9 to 5.
Got it. Okay.
So I try to work on projects, emails, calls. I try to do that within like a window of like 8 to 3. And then I have time to work out. And then I have time to do my self care and later on dinner or like last night I went to Top Golf. So I schedule everything. That's the key to my
Okay.
success. I put everything in my calendar from who I got to call to what I do. So I like to have some structure, you know,
Got it. Okay.
and I think that helps. I think most successful people have structure,
Yes.
and recently I just started meditating. I see that so many successful people, they don't start their day until they meditate. And my son, actually, he's been meditating for years and he's only 20.
You was like, why you didn't tell me?
Well, I saw him doing it. I encouraged
Okay.
him to do it, but I didn't realize how important it was to success. I knew it was good for
Got
the
it.
mind, body, and soul, and all that other stuff. But I'm like, okay, when you really just give like 10 minutes of your time to just be with God and just like think about
Mhm.
the things that you want to do, or not think about anything at all before you check in emails, before you looking at text
Right.
and all that. So those are some of the things that I just recently implemented this year. And in addition to reading a lot, I've been reading a lot of books about manifestation and
Mhm.
money manifestation, that type of stuff that kind of um, gets your mind going and let you know that the sky is the limit.
Okay. Speaking of books, can
Mhm.
you tell us a little bit about your book that is ready to launch?
Yes, so we're almost ready to launch. The Airbnb playbook will launch on Monday, March 21st. It's available on my website, which is www.nikkibthebrand.com. And guess what, Coffee?
What?
It's free.
It's free.
Free game. Let me explain.
Okay,
It,
tell me about
it's
this.
about 29, 30 pages of free information. It's the basics of what you need to get started.
Okay.
I will be offering strategy sessions, which will be one-on-one coaching with me to kind of walk you through it, show you exactly what you need to do. And then later, I'm launching an e-course. But for now, I want people to see the value and to get all the information and say, okay, I'm ready for my next step. So I think that it's not about money. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The end of the day, you want to have the knowledge out there. Just as well as I read the book, I want people to be able to read the
Okay.
book and also have access to me, who has been in real estate over 17 years. So for me, when I read the book that pretty much taught me everything I needed to know, I didn't need the one-on-one coaching because I'm a realtor. People
Got
that don't
it.
have that background don't have the knowledge, the expertise. They don't know where to look. They don't know how important location is and how to furnish it and all of that other stuff. So the book will be launching. It is going to be a free ebook available on my website. And for those that are ready to jump in head first, I will be offering my one-on-one coaching to get them through A to Z.
Sounds good to me. You cannot pass up over 30 pages, right? Of free game. If they pass it up, that's just foolishness.
And mind you, the book that I read wasn't free, but it was an investment worthwhile.
Yeah.
So the people that's ready to invest in themselves, they'll be ready, and I'll help them get their first property and then their second and their third, and they'll see some passive income. I ain't gonna say little work, but you know, coordinating with your guests and your cleaning companies and all of that stuff is not like working a 9 to 5.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to share the game that I learned. Um,
Got it.
and again, one of the biggest assets for me is my properties serve as a secondary vacation home. So when I want to go and visit, no hotels, no Airbnbs. I got my own
Yeah.
spot.
So is that information on how to do that in the book? Or that's when they get the one-on-one consultation?
Well, yeah, that's for the one.
I just want to make sure they purchase that one-on-one consultation. So,
I
they
think so you're going to have two different types of people. You're going to
okay.
have people that's going to read the information and it's going to be like, oh, that's cool. But then you're going to have people like us that's entrepreneurs, that's
Mhm.
go-getters, and they're like, I'm ready. Let me go ahead and
Yeah.
invest this X amount of dollars and let me get started. So for the people that's ready to get started, those are going to be the people that wants the one-on-one coaching. And for the others, they're going to wait and then they're going to drag their feet.
And it's gonna
And
be too late.
and that's just some of the people that we deal with, and that's okay too.
Yes, that is. So I am like so excited for you because I didn't even know the book was launching that soon, but that's better news for me. Also, because you're doing so much, do you have something like in the near future outside of the book that you plan on pivoting to? Because I can't imagine it's just real estate throughout the year. Like I know you have something else that you're like maybe holding on to. You may not want to tell us, but what can we look forward to in the months to come?
So no, I like to speak things into existence. I'm not scared to talk about my plans, um, and my dreams and aspirations because I feel I have the Midas touch. Like whatever I touch is going to turn to gold. It might take some time,
Right.
but it's going to happen. So I would say for the next several months, I am really going to be focusing on helping others get started in this industry. But on a personal level, my goal is to obtain another 4 to 6 properties, um, with Arizona being first, and then Houston, Dallas, here in Vegas, and then I'm also looking at another property in a little small town in Texas, as well as Jacksonville. So I have my work cut out for me to be able to not only visit these places, excuse me, line everything up, and then be there for like a week at a time to get them furnished and to
Okay.
get them going. So working on my personal goals as well as helping other people get into the industry as well.
Okay. Well,
And then later on, I got some other real estate goals of building subdivisions and offering high quality homes and in different areas. I like the South. I like the Alabamas, which is where my son is. I like Atlanta, but that's a little in the ways. So we gotta get there. But
Okay.
that's definitely on my vision board.
Got it.
Yeah,
You have to remember to make that vision board. You got to speak it into existence.
I look at my vision board every single day.
Yeah, that's important. That is very important.
And then in addition to all of the things that I got working, I'm still gonna get some vacations in. I'm going to Greece this year, hopefully Dubai.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Essence Festival this year. Orlando is always on my list. I go there almost once a month. But yeah, definitely traveling, living life, and working smarter, not necessarily harder.
Yes. So, what is one quote you would give someone? Because you seem to have these gems, you're dropping it for us. You always giving us inspiration. So, give us like your favorite quote you would tell somebody that is attempting to jump out on a limb and enter in this entrepreneurship world.
Something really simple, just do it.
Okay.
Stop allowing fear to set in. Stop allowing naysayers to get in your ear. Um, Surround yourself around positive people. So I wouldn't have a quote necessarily. I'm just going to say, just do it. If it's something in your spirit that says, I want to do makeup, or I want to become a realtor, or I want to start a boutique. I'm just saying some of the common things that people just
Right.
do it. It's never oversaturated. No industry is oversaturated. It's what you do. But be willing to put in the time and energy. People think stuff's supposed to happen overnight, and it's just not going to
No,
happen like that.
no, it doesn't.
One of my good friends, Monique Rodriguez, of the CEO of Mayo Organics, she's in what, maybe her 11th year, and now she's at the pinnacle of her career. But it took time to get there.
Hmm.
So you got to be willing to put in the time. You have to be willing to invest the money. You can't be cheap with yourself. You can't be cheap with your website. You can't be cheap. You have to take quality photos on social media. We live in a social media world. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
invest in yourself. When it comes to just like really building your brand, you have to know that this is what's going to, attract people. So
Okay.
invest in yourself and do the damn thing.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I know you have a lot to do today, but I appreciate you taking time out and giving us your energy. And make sure you go and download her book. Is it downloadable or they have to pick it up?
No, it's downloadable.
Okay.
And again, it's available Monday, March 21st at www.nikkibthebrand.com, which is also my Instagram. So
Okay.
if you didn't catch the website address, Nikki B the Brand on Instagram, it's right there.
Okay. Make sure you follow her if you haven't already. And make sure you go to the site and download this book. Make sure you get that one-on-one consultation. I know everybody may not need it, but you should still get it. So I appreciate you joining me today. Again, have a wonderful day. Is there anything you want to have your listeners or have my listeners know before you take off?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, I just want to leave with invest in yourself, believe in yourself, manifest your dreams, and know that it's possible. But you got to have the mindset. You
Got
got to
it.
know it's possible, and you got to be able to put the work into it, and that's going to make it a reality.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Coffee.